The Finals is a brand new first-person shooter that's being developed by a bunch of DICE developers, former DICE devs, people who have worked on Call of Duty, people who have worked on all sorts of different FPS franchises and stuff. And basically, the premise is pretty simple and straightforward. You go through and you take objectives, deposit cash. It's set up kind of like a game show, similar to Apex Legends and stuff. So it's framed as a game show. But the whole idea is that everything's destructible. So all of the environments, everything can be torn apart. And that's the idea. So you'll be playing in a skyscraper. The bridge will collapse. The floors will collapse. That happened to me where the whole bridge collapsed and I fell to my death. And it's relatively solid. Yeah, grapple hooks, all sorts of things. Looks really, really flashy, right? Not bad at all. Not a battle royale. As far as I know, there are no plans for a battle royale. It's set up in like teams of 3, usually 4 teams in a match, racing to get the most money. Surprisingly, the amount of money or the amount of time spent in the matches is surprisingly low. Each match is only about 8 minutes long. If I can go here, full screen. Okay. Oh, exactly, overlap with my face. Here, what if I probably do this one. There. That's the real one. Off in the, that's from the face cam. And so here, this was from the event. I got to play with Bruce Green. Some of you guys will know Bruce Green. He's from like the OG times at Rooster Teeth, at The No, a ton of, online gaming shows. He's worked at pretty much all of them. So it was cool playing with him and with Gianni, who's like a voice actor. And I think he also streams a little bit. But we played and we had a really surprisingly good time. There's a bunch of really interesting dynamic gameplay. So you can see in here, there's walls blown up beside me. There's all sorts of weird stuff going on. They're shooting down. You'll notice one of my teammates dies. Bruce died. And I go to res him. When I do that, they come on and they shoot. They shoot what's like, it's straight out of Prey. It's like the glue gun, whatever. They shoot it on the revive right as I go to pick him up. Oop. At least I think this is this part. Yep, right there. And so I can't actually revive it anymore. You can break that apart, but it takes a little bit of time and a good number of bullets. So I had to abandon resing him, try to go heal, and it didn't go too well. Where's a good moment with destruction? Like here, when you die, you can bounce around. This little small character is super zippy. It's like in here I race up right as he's going for it so I can take it. Now this is one of those things. How it works in the game mode we played, there are 4 teams. Your goal is to get little boxes that have cash and get them to these cash out stations, which there's usually 2 in each map. And then once you're there, you deposit it, and then this timer will run. And once this reaches completion, whoever currently controls that cash out gets the money applied to their final total that can't be stolen from them. That's at least the idea. Strongish guy, thank you for the 2. My vet gave me Minolta with 3 lenses. 20. Oh, geez. Wow. That's pretty great. That's solid. Anyway, but with this, it's pretty straightforward. My dislike for this, though, is that it makes it so if a team comes in at this last minute, as you'll see here, they are about to steal this away. But because I come in, I kill the one guy who was stealing it. They're not going to get it. I die instantly, but now they don't have time to steal it, so we get the money. So there's a bunch of times where you can be outplayed or where another team plays better, and you just came in at the right moment, at the last second, and you stole it, and it can be really frustrating. And honestly, right here, there's 2.5 minutes left in the round, and at this point, there really is no realistic way that another team could win, just by the way the rounds break out. Now, this can be balanced, this can be fixed, but often there's just no way to win. If you get halfway through the match and one team is at 2 to 3 times the score, they're going to win. And so they have to do some balancing with that. What I would do is I would have it so like once you get the money, you take it to the cash out, and then you get money deposited like once every 3 seconds that you control it. So it's like you're inserting the cash into the machine. And I think that would work way better than just sitting on it and waiting for the whole thing to drain. You notice who that was, by the way. I killed Danny O'Dwyer a lot. A lot. Myth was in with us too. Myth was playing. I killed Myth like once or twice, but Myth is very, very good. But you see like that blew up right there, so that blows up a hole in the roof. There's a handful of occasions where we are doing our thing and like we were on an objective. I think this was maybe like 140 in. Like we were holding an objective and the objective came, it's like right as I died here. And the objective is on the next floor, so we blow up the floor so it falls out from under it, and then the objective falls down to us. Like you see the whole thing starts to collapse. It's pretty cool. And the way they do it is each of these things is tied to the server side. So all of the physics simulations and everything, I forgot how to melee. All of the physics for all of this is run on the server. It's not run locally, which means that everybody will experience the buildings collapsing the same way. It's not going to be glitching out, and you're not going to see people clipping into buildings or anything, because the simulation of the physics is all managed on the server side and then sent to everybody else. So like here, you see there's a team over here getting the money. There's a team between them and us, and then we're sitting on one of the cash outs just waiting. And here we have the lead by a lot. There's a minute left, and we're not really threatened. So the only thing we have to worry about is these guys somehow pushing past them and getting to that cash out, which we're not that worried about because they're being held up by this other team that's hoping to steal it, but they're running out of time really, really quickly. And it takes a good amount of time to deposit the cash, so they might not deposit it in time. Then you see at one point we say, screw it, we're going to go over to the other station where we think they're going to be, but now there's only 3 seconds left and the match is over and we win. And there was never really that much of a challenge. So there's a good amount of balance that needs to happen. It is free to play. It is free to play. Is this Midnight Society? No, they wish it was. You see, like, they're racing up. It's an interesting concept. Unfortunately, there is a problem where like destruction is the name of the game, and destructible, or in order to destroy stuff, you need explosives, and explosives are on recharge timers, which is really, really frustrating. Because it often feels like, you see I have an RPG. If I use the RPG, like here, you saw me just use it. Look how slowly this thing recharges. So I'm down here, they're running around. I grab my RPG here in a second, and I'm going to use it. Okay, I have that. And then I launch that. So we're right now at, so 5:21 left in the round. It's going to slowly recharge, and it's going to take a long time. 5:21. We're at over a minute and a half. It's like a 2-minute cooldown. 2.5 minutes. Is it a 3-minute cooldown? I think it's a 3-minute cool. No, what am I doing? I only skipped 10 minutes or 10 seconds. It's a minute cooldown. I can't. I'm a finance major. Can you tell? But anyway, it's like a minute cooldown. I was like, what? My brain is breaking. So at 5:21, it's like a minute cooldown. But it's, hold on. What time did I say it was? Now I'm questioning everything. Okay, 5:21, and then it's done cooling down at right there. 4:30. That's a weird timeline. So what is that? 45 seconds?
Spec underscore Ops Labs super chatted.
Thank you, Spec.
$5. I sent you that formula in Discord. Let me know your thoughts. I move quickly on things, lol.
Oh, you're good. I also move quickly when I get excited about stuff. I will check that out for sure. I will follow up on it. So yeah, the whole thing, like timers and cooldowns are really, really strange, really odd. It's just really strange. Which Luke is live? That's a very good question. You never really know. But I just think there's balancing that needs to happen. Explosions and destruction is awesome. You see, like over here, I launched that to try to mess with them. But pop, and now I have to wait 45 seconds for that one explosive to be ready. I also have C4 over here, but I can drop like a charge, and then I have to wait another 45 seconds to a minute. So I don't know why they do this. I don't know why they don't just give you like 3 charges and let you go crazy. I would much prefer that. Because at least then you can use it and you can have fun with it. But right now it's frustrating because it feels like you want to do the explosion stuff. You want to get crazy, but the game actively fights you on it and it doesn't want you to. It's really, really strange. As for other stuff, I mean, the way that they set this whole thing up is really cool. The maps are pretty varied. I think it looks pretty good graphically. And, you know, I mean, it's pretty cool to be able to just blow up buildings and come in from the top. We don't need to take the stairs in to take this objective. We can just come in from the roof. Why not? See, there's Myth. Prick. And honestly, we had a good time. If you're interested in this, it is available for Steam, closed beta, whatever, starting tomorrow. You can request access. I don't know if they will let everybody in. I don't know if they only let some people in. I really have no idea. But if you're interested in this, go over to the Steam page and check it out because it's pretty interesting. I'll be real. He took my thing.